What's up, people? It's Nature Girl 30 here, and the Olympics is now over. Everything is done. Put a fork in it. We're done, including Hardcore Justice. I just saw the pay-per-view, and this is going to be my first ever TNA pay-per-view for August 12th. My first Hardcore Justice pay-per-view. Now, I have to say about this, I honestly loved this pay-per-view. This was a really good pay-per-view. Really good hardcore wrestling pay-per-view, straight up. I have like several favorites. One of my favorites that I have to say are two of the BFG series, the ladder match as well as the tables match. The ladder match I think had Daniels, AJ, AJ Styles, uh, Samoa Joe, and Kurt Angle. That was a good match. Who would have ever thought that AJ Styles would come out of nowhere and literally pull a Rey Mysterio slash Kofi Kingston, jump on the ladder, grab it, and fall down? That was probably one of the best matches of the night. There were so many good matches. The other BFG series that I love the most was the tables match with Bully Ray, and I was really hoping that Bully Ray won, and he did. Um, Bully Ray, Jeff Hardy, who else was in it? Robbie E. And I really don't know why Robbie E was in the first place. I was really hoping the Aces and Eights were going to take him out, but they didn't. Honestly, I really, really, truthfully wanted Robbie E to be taken out. I cannot stand Robbie E and Lance Storm, not Lance Storm, James Storm. Who can forget about James Storm? Honestly, there's been a huge rumor about James Storm being the leader of the Aces and Eights. So honestly, we all knew that the Aces and Eights were going to make their appearance. They not only did they make their appearance once for that match, they made it twice. They actually came out during one of the other BFG matches that I really don't want to talk about because Anderson did not win. They ended up taking out the Pope for some strange reason. But all in all, I have to say that the Aces and Eights, I was disappointed the fact we did not find out who was going to be the leader, who actually was the leader of the Aces of Eights. But it seems like Lance Storm, it was pointing more to him. But honestly, it would be interesting to actually see James Storm as a heel. It really would. It would be really interesting to see him go in that opposite direction as a heel. But if Bully Ray was the actual leader of the Aces and Eights, that would make him probably one of the most powerful heels in TNA. Like, seriously, he would be the ultimate power heel. He would be the Wade Barrett of TNA. Except that he could literally, like Wade Barrett has a touch of class with him. Bully Ray could just straight up, he's a straight up street brawler. Like, seriously. He's completely different. But honestly, it would make him very powerful if he actually was the leader of the S's and Eights. But unfortunately, we have to find out on Thursday who the leader is going to be, which sucks. But honestly, they had a TV title match that I really did not care much about. I honestly thought that Devon was going to drop the belt because there was a huge amount of rumors that Devon was actually going to leave TNA. And so was Bully Ray. But now that he actually won the title, actually he retained the title, he's probably going to either stay there for a few months or maybe he changed his mind. I have no idea. We'll find out later on. But honestly, they also had an X Division match. Now, the X Division match, I liked it because Zema Ion won. I mean, there was a huge push against for his opponent, but unfortunately, he did not win. I thought he was going to. It would have been nice for him to actually be X Division champion, but I am so happy to see Zema Ion keep the belt. I love Zema Ion. Not as much as I love Chavo Guerrero. I love the fact that Chavo Guerrero actually had a match on Hardcore Justice with Hernandez, I guess, as the Mexican America 2.0. But either or, I really did love to see Chavo Guerrero actually be out there and actually wrestle. I mean, I really did like his match. I really enjoyed his match a lot. There wasn't a match that I didn't enjoy except the Knockouts match. Yeah, I always enjoy watching the Knockouts because they had decent feuds. But as of late, we all know and kind of was shocked at the fact that Madison Rayne had a huge crush on Earl Hebner. Who would ever thought that he would be the Hugh Hefner of TNA? But we all know that he's getting some tonight. The fact that he actually helped Madison Rayne keep her title. Well, yeah, Miss Tessmacher got screwed. Something I really did predict, especially the fact that Earl Hebner was going to be the referee. We all knew this. We all knew it was going to happen, and it did. So, Madison Rayne is now the new Knockouts champion. Okay. But as for the match of the night, the final match between Austin Aries and Bobby Roode, okay. Unfortunately for that, I did not really catch all the hubbub towards the end because my stream got out, and I guess because of the fact that I ran out of whatever. I have sucky satellite. But regardless of that, I did see the match before it reached the end. It was a very good match. All the questions, the backstage segments that they had, for people who were asking questions on Twitter, you know, I really did like that match. Before all that, I really did like that match. I like the fact that Austin Aries is still a champion because Austin Aries honestly is a true champion to me. He had he had a natural progression to the top. It wasn't something that was instantaneous to where it was like after he made his debut, boom, he was champion the first night. It was a growth. He had a really healthy growth to get to where he is now, which makes it more believable. And the way that he actually defends his championship makes him more of a credible champion. So I'm really happy that he did keep the belt. Honestly, a lot of people probably thought that the fact that if Bobby Roode actually took the belt, that it would actually lead up towards James Storm versus Bobby Roode. But it would be really interesting to see Austin Aries versus James Storm. I really would like to see James Storm and Austin Aries actually go together, actually go at it, and I'm really hoping that that would happen since James Storm is pretty much in the top five in the BFG series. So I honestly think that James Storm is going to take it anyway. But either or, this was a great pay per view. I really had a great time watching it. Everything on there was really good. There wasn't a bad match to me except for Madison Rayne. Yeah, and then also the fact that RVD ended up winning his match, being all the way at the top of the ramp. Yeah, that was the only thing that was kind of left a bitter taste in my mouth with those two matches. But either or, the entire pay per view was great. I really did enjoy myself. It is worth the money for those who actually want to see it again, or for those that actually missed it and want to see it on pay per view. It is worth a watch. I'm giving it a thumbs up. Check it out. It is a really great pay per view. I enjoy myself highly. This is the Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out, y'all. See you tomorrow.